Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Football. My name's Ralph and I'm here with my friend Ovo. We're going to be covering, well today we're not covering, we're just talking about England's prospective chances this World Cup. What are England's chances, the players in the team, how far we think they're going to get, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm going to kick this to you, Ovo. I'm going to put this is the England squad as it is, as it is now. What are your general thoughts? What do you think? How far do you think England are gonna get in this tournament?
I think England. I think they'll probably get to the semi-finals.
Semi?
I think they're gonna get to the semi-final. I think.
You know what?
I think England's gonna surprise people this year. I think England's gonna get to the semi-finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are a dark horse, and
I think they will because they got a lot of young talent. In the squad, they've even got. I would love to see Raheem Sterling do well this season because under Pep Guardiola, I think he's come a long way. He's progressed. He's done what I've seen a lot. There's a lot of young players in the Premiership that I've seen that we've all said has had a lot of potential that they never go on to fulfill their potential. But he's actually one that I feel is actually going on to fulfill his potential.
Yeah,
he's getting better and better as he plays, and he's getting more confident behind the ball. He takes on players, and England's always needed that because they've never had. It's very rare they've had a skilled player.
They've had few skilled players, but they just never really reached their
Joe Cole.
Yeah, Joe Cole that comes to mind. He was quite skilled.
Yeah, Joe Cole. Like they don't. Yeah. They have guys who can pass the ball and finesse, but they ain't guys who had the skills
to get past. But
a lot of guys, that take on players and run at
defense.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this team. This team is young. They're fearless.
You look at we've got Jamie Vardy. I mean, say what you want about Vardy, but I find him to be very consistent over the season in terms of, he scored he averaged almost a goal a game, in most of his games, and in the team he played against, granted we had Mahrez, providing him, but I really like Vardy in that team. I like Rashford in that team. Rashford's another player that runs at defenders and likes taking on defenders, and that's good.
I think he's learning the game still, though. Rashford. Yeah. I think Rashford is learning the game still. Yeah. Although he's quite quick, he's still fearless. Lingard is definitely fearless. Like he has that thing about him where, because the beauty of this young team, why I keep saying they're fearless, is that they're not scared of people's reputations because they probably was kids when people were doing what they were doing, and so now they're on the scene. They almost are unaware of what these people have done, and even if they're aware, just because they have to know the history, they never witnessed it, so they're not scared.
Do you know what also plays into that? And I'll compare this generation of England team to the last generation with Gerrard, Lampard, Rooney, and those guys, where those guys were winning trophies at their club levels, quite consistently. Especially when you look at like Lampard and you look at Rooney. These were players that were constant winners at the club level, but just couldn't translate that in the international level. Yeah. So every time they went into tournaments, there was always so much pressure on them to replicate that same form they've been doing for their clubs, to do that on the international stage. Like most of these players, bar Raheem Sterling, aren't really. I mean, they're performing for their club, but they aren't trophy winners. You can't say you can't put them on that stage yet. There's a lot of potential in this team. There are players there that can be world beaters. They just aren't yet. So there's almost a lesser pressure for them to go out there and perform than there was, say, the previous generation of players. So these guys are going out there almost for freedom of just expressing themselves. I've watched a few England games where I've seen them really express themselves, and I like what I see. As I would say, this is the first time in probably the last three World Cups or so that I really am back in England. Like I fancy them to get pretty far, and I would like to watch them, because they look entertaining to watch.
There's been times where England games have been on, and I've been like, I haven't even.
It's entertaining.
But now with this squad, I'm like, it's exciting to see what they're gonna do and what people are gonna bring to the table. Even do you know who's a surprising one? Ashley Young, that even made it in the team. Ashley Young is surprising.
He's been around for quite a while. There are a few. Let me have a look.
He came from Watford, and then he was don't know his history before that. Was it Norwich he played for?
Yeah,
Norwich, then Watford. I think he was Norwich, then Watford. Yeah. Then obviously Man United took him from there. I think that was his history. I'm not. It's a bit hazy. The past's a bit hazy for me, but I think that was it. But I thought he'd fallen off, but like he seems to have revived his career again, which is a big thing. And although he plays in the left position for Man United, I don't think he does do that for England, does he? Does he play in the left? Does he play as a left back for England?
Yeah, he does. Sure. For England, I think he plays. Yeah, I think he plays left back.
Okay, I think that, but he's one.
Carl Walker plays right back.
Yeah. Danny Rose plays left as well, right?
Right back.
Right,
Danny Rose is the right back. Is there any player that you think that deserves to be there that isn't? That you can think of?
Probably Jack Wilshere. I think Jack Wilshere is another player in the centre of the park that I think.
Who would you replace in that England squad over Jack Wilshere with? It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the park. Yeah. I don't know if Ruben Loftus-Cheek has done enough to.
I didn't think
to warrant that position.
Yeah.
Plus, Jack's been at tournaments with England before, so he's experienced. He's got that behind him. He was just hitting the peak of his fitness. He's a guy that takes on players and draws players in and gets fouls. He gets all of that. He brings that different aspect to the team for England, and it's a bit sad not to see him in the squad. And
I see what you're saying, because I think he kind of plays a similar role to what Fabian Delph plays playing that team. Because Fabian Delph is kind of like an attacking stroke defensive midfielder who can create as well, and I think he goes at players as well. I would have loved to see Jack at the World Cup.
But when last did Fabian Delph even play in that position? Because he plays left back for Man City.
Yeah, I think he filled in that left back in some cases, because I don't think Man City have a recognised left back.
But Man City don't play him in the middle of the park. They play him as a left back.
I think they played him a couple of times in the middle of the park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they did. Because after they bought the defender from Spain, I can't remember his name. It escapes me now.
Danilo. Is it Danilo?
Not Danilo. Laporta.
Oh yeah.
I think his name was.
Yeah.
It's a decent squad. I'm trying to think if there's any England players that might have been left out. I can't quite think off the top of my head. Any player that Trent Alexander, I mean, he's having a really good year.
Yeah, he's having a good season.
He's had a really good season and so I can see why they've put him in there. It definitely.
Yeah, he had a good Champions League final as well. It was good.
Admittedly, it's good to see Danny Welbeck in there, although he's not for very.
He's got a good record for England.
He does have.
He's not greatest in England, Arsenal, but he's got a good record for England.
I like Danny.
He proved that again the other day by coming in and scoring.
He has to just get on with it type attitude.
Yeah, he does. He does. I like that. And I'm one of his biggest critics. I'm not gonna lie.
Even when he does the most craziest blunders, he just gets on with it. Yeah, it's good to see.
He lets his football do the talk.
Yeah. He doesn't say much outside of the pitch. He comes on, he's smiles. He doesn't seem to really get which could be his downside. He doesn't really get angry. Sometimes I like to see that emotion come through.
Yeah,
for him sometimes where. He's a good player. It's
just his performance in the final third. He does everything right, and then when he gets into the final third, I think.
You know what?
When he thinks about it, then it all goes to shits. Like when you think
about Welbeck as well, because his playing club career has kind of been start stop. He's never had like a long
consistent run.
Like, even when he was at Man United, it was never like a long consistent run. He started really well at Man United, but I think he fell out of favour after. Did Ferguson sell it to us? Or
I think Ferguson did. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure that was.
Oh, it could be Moyes, isn't it?
Moyes. I think Moyes sold them to us. So Danny is one of those players where I think under the right coaching or under the right attitude, given a long period of games, he can become a really good player as well. I think he's more of a striker. I don't see him taking on players or anything like that, but
he's got the pace. He's
got the pace.
He's starting to make the right runs. It's just that if he doesn't fall over whenever he's in the box, it's like Bambi on ice. Like, seriously, like he just falls over.
Bambi.
That's the one downfall I have of him, because he does everything right, and then when it's time to hit the ball, then he's on the floor.
His final products now.
But he's come a long way, and he's got a good record for England. So
we only have one Arsenal
World
player
Cup
in that squad. I can't believe that. But that goes to show what our season was like. So
But England seems like a solid team. I want to know if I think they're going to go into the semi-final. I think they're going to get to the semi-final.
I think so too. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm not going to put that pressure on them. I'm going to say quarterfinals. I want them to get as far as, because that's kind of the standard that's been set by the previous generations. I think that's as far as they've gone for the past 3 or 4 World Cups. That's the furthest they've gone. So I'm going to pip them to at least get to that, depending on what the run's like after the group stages. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Come on, England! I don't have ever dog in this fight. Yeah. I like the Super Eagles, but they ain't gonna make it out of the group. They ain't gonna make it out of the group. So yeah, I think England. I'm gonna have an England flag on my car and all sorts. I'm buying them for my windows. I'm buying them England hats. I'm gonna be down in the pub getting it.
You better have a receipt.
Getting it, mate.
As quick as they're gonna bloody drop out of the competition, they're gonna have to return that.
Oh man, you know those guys as well. That I've been seeing them, man. Plus, I haven't seen it as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
Like the previous generation of this is what I mean by there isn't that much pressure in them.
Yeah.
Like normally the streets will be flooded with England flags by now. All their homes.
The World Cup has kicked in. You can't even.
You can't tell. I've been driving. I can't tell that the World Cup's on. Normally.
But I guess we'll see. When is England play? Monday.
Yeah, I think their first game is against. The first game is against Tunisia on Monday at 7. So I'll be tuned in.
That should be a roll. But predictions for that game? What do you think?
Predictions for that, I would say England 2-0.
Yeah, I'll say that. Comfortable too.
You ain't even got Nigerian flags up. You did.
Well,
you ain't even got the kit.
You seen the kit? Have you seen how much the kit? How quick the kits go? Nike made 3 million kits and they went.
Man, only if those kits meant you would win the World Cup. I'm surprised why they sell so much. Nike also makes kits for Brazil. They don't sell out that quick.
Yeah,
I'm so special about the Nigerian kits.
Mate, we're special. That's because we're special. We're gonna win the World Cup.
Alright, that's gonna wrap up this episode. We're gonna, put a cap on it there. So, he says he thinks England's gonna get to the semis. I think the quarters, but we're cheering on England either way.
I would like to see them do well. I don't know about cheering them.
Yeah.
I like to see them do well.
I'm cheering them on.
I'm cheering on Nigeria.
Come on, England. I like the Super Eagles too. When they're playing, I'll support them.
I'm going to Ancestry.com. I'm sure I'm French somewhere.
You want to run down your bloodline. Look at you trying to cat nationalisms. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuce.
Peace.